Hey everyone, John the Morgile here. I hope y'all are doing okay. We are officially dead in the water here in South Carolina, man. Still no power at the house. I don't even think I can get to the house. I can't get any FEMA money direct deposited because they won't do it to Cash App or Chime or GoToBank. My PayPal account doesn't have a direct deposit link, so they're going to mail me a check, and that's if I can finish the application. My car broke down yesterday at Chick-fil-A. The clutch finally went out on it. Um, we we paid for 3 nights at this hotel with pretty much every penny we had. I've got like $200 left to my name for the whole month now, and I've got to still save enough money for an Uber ride back to the house. I don't know what we're gonna do, man. I got little Lily here. She's such a bad dog. Can you believe that we're going to throw us out of here over Lily? And she's a service dog. I mean, I kind of wish they would have, because then I would have owned me some hotels, right? But what a mess, man. What a mess. I've never seen anything like this before. And they really hate me here at this hotel because I called the police on them over Lily. So let me just tell y'all like what happened. It was such a freaking crazy thing. So the power went out. Well, let me start from the beginning. So at about 5 a.m. on, I guess, the 25th, whenever that storm hit, I woke up because I usually get up in the middle of the night and I just have an urge to go play a video game or something, right? Smoke a bowl of pot. And I got up about 5 a.m. and the power, it was windy as hell and raining. The power was on, and I just went to go look at the internet router because we did get internet hooked up, and the internet was on too. I was like, oh my God, how do we still have power and internet during this? It was a bad storm. Like, it was so windy and rainy, and there was just trees blowing around everywhere. But then as soon as I sat down and as soon as I powered that Xbox on, man, the power went out. And so I'm like, oh, great. And about 10 minutes later, it came back on again for about a minute, and then it went back off again. Well, my wife's on oxygen, and we had like 8 of the E-tanks, which they last about 4 hours each. So I'm thinking, we've got enough air to last her a day, right? 24 hours or so. We'll be fine. And the power's been off a week now. Power's been off a week now. So it didn't come right back on. The internet didn't come right back on. And eventually the oxygen tanks ran out pretty quick. It wasn't even 24 hours. And so we had to we had to call an ambulance because it was still pretty bad storming at that point when no, I guess it wasn't still bad storming by the time the oxygens ran out. Right, okay. But my car has been messed up. So we called an ambulance, and the ambulance came and took her to the hospital, and they kept her overnight. And I spent the night at the hospital too. Okay, that was the second night, right? Because I spent the first night at home by myself, and then the second night in the hospital. And then the hospital ran her off. They said she couldn't stay because there wasn't, even though she does need oxygen, there's emergency shelter set up where you can get oxygen. So they said she couldn't stay. We still didn't have power at the house. And my wife's gonna die if I don't get somewhere where we can plug in her condenser thing, right? So we had some money, we got paid, And I went ahead and made a reservation for a hotel, Budget Inn in Greenville. So I drove my crappy, messed up car all the way up from Honea Path to Greenville and arrived at the Budget Inn hotel where I had reservations, and they didn't have any power either, which is crazy because the day before I knew that they had power. They weren't knocked out from the storm, but apparently the power crews had cut off their power so they could work on other, customers down the line or whatever. Okay. So I drive around the corner to another hotel that is right by the one that I got my reservations at, which, by the way, I still haven't gotten my money back from the reservation that I paid for. Okay, which I guess I will. I hope I will. So I drove around the corner to the Greenville Inn and Suites, which we've stayed at before, and it's actually pretty decent and affordable. And they had power, but they didn't have internet. And so when I went in, I'm like, "Do y'all have rooms?" "Yeah." "Oh, great! I need to check in." "Oh, we can't check you in because we don't have internet." I'm like, "Oh, well, what if I was to pay you cash?" And this woman laughed in my face like I was stupid. "No, I can't check you in because I don't know how many rooms we have available." And I'm looking at her, and this is a 350-pound woman. And I'm like, "Well, why wouldn't you just walk around your hotel to manually, figure out which rooms are available?" And she just laughed in my face like I was stupid. So I told her, I said, "This is stupid," and I left. Okay, so I was about to just throw my hands up and say, "Well, I guess my wife's going to die," and I was making my way back to the highway, and there was another hotel, the Super Lodge, which I remember having a bad experience with in the past, but I was like, well, they've got power. Let's just go see if I can check in here. And they told me they had vacancies. They told me they don't have internet, but they will take cash to check me in. So I'm like, great. Well, I don't have any cash. "Oh, y'all have an ATM machine here? Great." "Oh, the ATM machine doesn't work because it needs internet." So I'm like trying to get money out of the ATM, and I end up getting cash and bringing it back to them. And I'm in the process of checking in, and I tell them, "Oh, and by the way, we have a little service dog, Lily. We got a service dog." And she's like, "Oh, well, yeah, that's fine, but you need her service dog registration number." And I'm like, "Oh, well, that's a problem because it's on her collar, and her collar is 50 miles that way, and we can't even get back there." "Oh, well, I'm sorry, then you're just going to have to leave, and we can't give you your money back." And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Let me go get my wife from the hospital. I'll take the dog with me in the hot car some more, even though the poor little thing has been in the car all day long and all this stress. Fine, I'll take the dog with me to the hospital as my car is about to break down. So I drive the dog to the hospital. I have to leave her in the car when I go get Mina from the hospital. And Mina can't just walk downstairs by herself. I have to push her in a wheelchair and get her oxygen and get all her stuff. It is a pain in the ass. And so I get back to the hotel with Mina and the dog, and I'm just telling these people, look, and I did try to get home. Oh no, and Duke just cut my power off even though I told them not to. Oh my God, you guys. And I had a disconnect order put in for my address for today, but I canceled the disconnect order and they just disconnected my power anyway. Oh my God, it just gets better and better and better. Duke Energy just texted me. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to call Duke Energy and tell them not to do that. Fuck. Okay, so long story short, I had to call the police on the hotel to keep them from kicking me off because of this dog right here. This dog that doesn't do anything. The dog doesn't do anything, and it's a service dog. So like this whole thing, and then to top it all off, I tried to get us something to eat at Chick-fil-A, and my car broke down in the Chick-fil-A parking lot. It's got no clutch on it. They said that they'd let me leave it there overnight, but I don't have money to get the car towed. I don't have any way to get home. We are stuck, stranded 50 miles from home, out of money, in a hotel where they really hate me. They really are just itching to run me off out of here. I don't know what the fuck we're going to do, y'all. I don't know what we're going to do. Y'all, say a prayer for me, please. Oh my God, man. I am just so stressed out. I got so much shit I got to do today, and I don't have no car, man. Like, oh, I'm supposed to take a $50 Uber every time I want a sandwich or like something at the store. Like, what? This is just... I hope y'all are having a better day than me. Keep me in your prayers, y'all. One love. I'll let you know how it goes. If you want to support, please do. I could use your help. If anybody has an easy way or like an easy way to get direct deposit from your FEMA check, put it in the comments, because you can't put it on Cash App, you can't put it on Chime, and you can't put it on GoToBank. That's like all the cards that I have. I've got a PayPal card, but PayPal doesn't do direct deposit on a business account. You have to have a personal account. So I'm stressed, y'all. I'm stressing. And we've got, 3 hours to be out of this hotel? Yeah, we've got 3 hours to check out. So for everyone that has supported, thank you. Y'all know who you are. Kevin, Lance, Adnan, thank you guys. There's been a very, very heartwarming experience seeing people come together and like helping each other out, neighbors helping neighbors. But it is a mess, man. When electricity goes down and people are all fending for themselves and gas runs out, it gets crazy. Like, there was people fighting each other over gas and stuff, man. Like, what the crap? I hope y'all are doing better than I today. I really do. I mean, we're okay, we're alive, but man, this could go south real fucking quick, man. Excuse me. And I'm just not used to not having any kind of transportation. What are we gonna do, y'all? Oh, Lord. All right, y'all, be good. I'll let you know how it goes. I hope y'all are having a better day than me. Be good.